Welcome, my name is Alex, and this is going to be a relaxing flow. If you have a block, have it nearby. We will begin lying down on your mat, arriving in your space. Turn the shoulder blades so that they are tucked under, palms face up, a comfortable distance away from your mat. Lower the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. And feel yourself touching the mat. Feel the mat lifting up to support you. Extend your arms overhead. Draw the right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers on top of the shin, and you might find a little bit of extra movement. Some circles. And then do find a moment of stillness. Make sure you lower the chin. Don't let that stick straight up. Shift your focus to the breath. Extend your arms long. Reach and lengthen. And hug your left knee in. Switch the grip of your interlace if you can. And then if you go there, you can choose the box grip. Lower the chin so the back of the neck is long. And breathe. Feel the pressure in the hip flexor and just all around the hip crease increase. Lengthening the exhales. Release, reach your arms and your legs away from each other. And hug both knees into the chest, nose to knees. Hands on top of the knees. Draw some circles in one direction. And reverse. Keeping together. You can be big or small. Let's rock up to a seated position. Bring your feet out in front of you, about hip width distance, soles of the feet on the mat. Hands, fingertips are pointing towards you, palms down. Press into your feet and your hands into a reverse tabletop lift. Don't let the knees splay. And release. Sit down. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. They can be close or far away. Roll the shoulder blades away from you. Inhale. And bring yourself forward. This is a great place to use a block or any sort of prop. Shift your focus back to the breath, in and out through the nose. Slowly release. Cross your feet at the ankles. Let's make our way to a tabletop position. And find 3 cat-cows. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, press everything away. Inhale. And slightly longer exhale. Once more. Pull in the core, press the palms down. Neutral spine. Step your right foot up between the hands. You can use your hand to help. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle. You can step a little bit into the right foot. Lift up onto fingertips. I can hear some birds. Lift up onto fingertips. Shift your hips forward and down. Slow down the breath. My back knee is bent. The toes are tucked. Lift the back knee, find a lunge. Adjust the hips, so bring the right hip forward, step slightly into the right foot. Lower the back knee, press it back into a half split. Lift up onto a prop to make this extra available. Lower the chin slightly. Toes are pointing up. Shift your weight forward. If you were using a prop, move it out of the way. Tuck the back toes. And step the right foot back. Tabletop. Child's pose. Long exhale. Press back up. Step your left foot in between the hands. And we will set up that low lunge. So your hands are framing the left foot, lifting up onto fingertips. I'm going to leave the back knee a little bit bent, the toes tucked, unlike I did before using a prop. Will help to keep the spine long, and it makes it easier to hold for a little bit longer. Release. Press yourself back into a half split, lifting up onto fingertips and or a block. Lower the chin just a little bit so that the back of the neck is long. Front toes are off of the mat. Release, come forward into a lunge. We're going to lift the back knee, hands frame the front foot. Left foot back into plank pose just for a moment. Child's pose, lower the knees and press your hips back over the heels. From child's pose, let's thread the needle. Leave your left hand forward, walk the right underneath, keep the palm up, and this is another opportunity to use the block. I'm going to keep my forehead down on the block and walk the left hand or the right hand underneath the left. Slow down the breath, keep the hips even. Release. Sit up, press into your hands, and we'll switch sides. So you will walk the right hand forward, Left hand palm up will reach underneath, mostly straight. And bring your forehead to the floor, a block. You could also use your fist as a block. Expand the torso with the breath. Release, sit up. We will lie all the way onto our stomachs. Bring the left hand underneath your forehead. Pull the right foot in toward the hips. Press the pelvis into the mat for a quad stretch. And switch. Just a little bit of pressure. Hips pressing down. And release. Press yourself up to a tabletop. One cat-cow. Inhale. Press the mat away. Lift the gaze. Exhale. Round the back. Press the mat away. Neutral spine. Sit down. Bring your legs out in front of you. Reverse tabletop. Feet about hip width, fingertips behind, or hands behind you, fingertips pointing forward. Press and lift. Carefully sit back down. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Make sure you have enough room to draw a full circle with the right foot. And press into the hands. Scoot the hips closer to the heel as long as you're not shrugging too much. Feeling the outside of your right leg. Gentle flexing of the right foot. Stay here or find a reverse tabletop variation. You won't go all the way. You might, I guess, but just feel the sensation when you do. Try to keep level, try to keep in alignment, and sit back down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, lift. Forward fold. Round back up. Let's set up the other side, so starting with the reverse pigeon. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, just below the kneecap, below if you're looking at the top of your thigh. And make sure you can draw a full circle with the ankle. Not too much more room is needed than that. So right now my hands are turned out. I want to make sure for that reverse tabletop, let's turn them in. Press and lift. Think about reaching your left knee away from you. Sit back down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Reach up, inhale. Forward fold. Lift up, seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders down. Pull in the core a little bit. Lower the chin just a little bit. Hey, Caesar. And reach your arms up and above your head. Lift up and out of the waist. Seal the palms. Sip a little bit more air. Long exhale, lower your hands down to heart center. Gratitude for your practice, gratitude for this present moment. Namaste. Meow, namaste. He will eventually, I think.